Welcome back to Inglés 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Intermediate. Well, hello, intermediate students. Hello, and welcome back. My name is Kyle, as you know, and welcome to class number 92. Yes, we're going to get started with a little review of what we saw in class number 91. Some things that I've just explained recently. I've just explained a few things. I've just done it. Now we'll review it. I've just. Acabar de hacer algo. Acabar de plus participle. He's just been there. I've just been there. You've just been there. He's just been there. She's just been there. It's just been there. We've just been there. To the market. We've just been there. We're not going to go back. We've just been there. You've just been there, haven't you? They've just been there, haven't they? So, subject, have, just. So we're using the contraction. I've just. He has just. He's just. It's a very casual. We would always contract this. She's just. I've just. He's just. We've just. They've just. Participle. Been there. I've just had a drink. I'm not thirsty now because I've just had a drink. I've just had a drink of water. Okay? In your student guide, you have a few examples. Ellos acaban de regresar. They've just come back. Él acaba de salir. He's just gone out. Él acaba de salir. He's just gone out. Ella acaba de llegar. She's just arrived. Acabo de desayunar. I've just desayunar. I've just had breakfast. Yes, I've just had breakfast. Now, not taken, right? You didn't say that, did you? No. I've just had breakfast. So I'm not going to go there because I've just been there. I'm not going to drive the car because I've just driven. I've just driven for 8 hours. Okay, I'm not going to eat any more. Why not? Oh, because I've just eaten. I'm not going back to the supermarket. Why? Well, what do you think at home? Because, Kyle, you've just been there. I said this yesterday, I can't have another chocolate bar. No, I can't because I've just had 3 of them. I've just had 3 of them. I have to watch what I eat here. I have to watch my waistline. I can't have another chocolate bar. I've just had too much chocolate. I've just had 3 chocolate bars, so I can't have another one. I've just plus participle. Okay? Now, the other thing we were looking at in the last class, the last point in the last class was our translation list. So let's take a look back at that list and see how we do. Translation. Yes, it is time for the translation list. Translation list number 24. A review. We saw this yesterday, so it shouldn't be too hard. Number 1. This is not true for me, but it seems to be true for my brother. But here, it's in the first person in the translation. Siempre tengo hambre. I'm always hungry. I'm always hungry. Number 2. Esto va a ser un desastre. Esto. This is going to be a disaster. This is going to be a disaster. Number 3. Conozco un lugar que te va a gustar. En voz alta, out loud. I know a place you're going to like. I know a place you're going to like. Yes. Number 4. ¿Cuáles son nuestras alternativas? What are our alternatives? What are our alternatives? Number 5. Aparca Donde puedas. Donde puedas. Park wherever you can. Now, at home, you might be thinking, Kyle, can't I just say park where you can? Yeah, you can. You can say that. But wherever is a bit stronger. Wherever, just park wherever you can. It's going to be difficult to park, so just park. You have to park wherever you can. You can't be too selective here. Just park wherever you can. Number 6. ¿Dónde dejaste las llaves? Where did you leave the keys? Where did you leave the keys? Number 7. ¿Conoces el camino hasta mi casa? Do you know the way to my house? Do you know the way to my house? Number 8. ¿Estás jugando con mis sentimientos? You're playing with my feelings. You're playing with my feelings. Okay, yes. Please don't do that. You're playing with my feelings. Number 9. ¿Les puedes llevar al hotel? Can you take them to the hotel? Can you take them to the hotel? Number 10. Más de la mitad de ellos fuman. More than half of them smoke. More than half of them smoke. Yeah, they're smokers. More than half of them smoke. Number 11. Viven al otro lado del río. Este lado no. Viven al otro lado. They live on the other side of the river. They live on the other side of the river. Yes. Number 12. Incluso el profesor comete errores algunas veces. Eso es verdad. Even the teacher makes mistakes sometimes. Even the teacher makes mistakes sometimes. Yes, it's true. Even the teacher. Okay. Very good. I hope you did well, and I hope that when we review the lists, you do better. I hope you do better the second time when we're reviewing them, because you've already seen them and we've already practiced them out loud, right? So that was our review. Hopefully you are improving and doing better each time, okay? Let's move on and take a look at our word of the day. Word of the day. The word of the day today is chin. ¿Cómo? Chin, yes. Barbilla. Chin. C-H-I-N. Chin. Not shin, but chin. 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 Okay? Chin, which is barbilla. I don't have any hair on my chin because I just shaved. So I don't have any hair on my chin. Last week I cut my chin when I was shaving. I don't like shaving. I don't like shaving my face because I often cut myself. I usually don't cut myself on my chin, but I usually cut myself around my neck, under my chin, on my throat. I sometimes cut myself when I'm shaving, just under my chin. Chin, yes. I don't like shaving. So, here's the word chin, C-H-I-N, barbilla, which is chin, chin, chin. So make sure you're pronouncing that CH properly. Okay? Now, here we are moving into class number 92. And here in class number 92, we have the phrasal verb to tell someone off, to tell off. Okay? So we tell someone off. So this is a phrasal verb which is separable. We tell someone off, tell him off, tell her off, tell the boss off, tell your brother off, to tell him off. Okay? So it's regañar a alguien. Regañar a alguien, to tell someone off. Did your parents tell you off when you were young? If you did something wrong? If you stole something, would they tell you off? Would they punish you? Yeah. Now, this is one that we use. It very often has a negative connotation. This very, very often has a negative feeling. To tell someone off. Very often, the person is just angry and they say things, maybe things that they'll regret, maybe things that are inappropriate. Like, I remember using it in school. Now, I didn't do this. But if someone got mad at the teacher and they yelled something negative towards the teacher, we would say, oh my gosh, Billy told the teacher off. Okay? Now, the teacher could tell him off, and teachers tell students off more often. But we don't normally say that. The teacher punished the student or scolded. To scold, which is to verbally say, you're doing something wrong, you're going to be punished, and to scold, S-C-O-L-D, okay, which has essentially the same meaning. But to tell off often involves using foul language, and maybe you lose control of yourself and you get very angry. So it's quite strong. I never tell off my students, and my students never tell me off. I have a good relationship with my students. We never tell each other off. I don't tell them off, and they don't tell me off. Do you often tell people off? Do you? No, Kyle, I don't tell people off very often. Okay. How often do you tell people off? At home? How often do you tell people off? I tell people off once a month. Personally, me, I almost never tell people off. I don't like getting mad at people. Almost never, less than once a year, do I tell someone off. I think I'm a lover, not a fighter. I don't like to get in arguments. I don't like to cause problems. I don't like to tell people off. So to tell someone off, this phrasal verb, this separable phrasal verb, it's to tell off, but we're putting that someone inside. Tell him off, tell her off, tell the teacher off, tell the boss off, tell my sister off, tell John off, tell them off. Okay? Yesterday I told them off. Every day I tell them off. Yesterday I told them off. Okay? I think this is no problem. I think we can move on now and take a look at our vocabulary of the day. Vocabulary of the day. Yes, it is time for the vocabulary of the day. Our 5 words of vocabulary. The first word today, recortar, reducir. In English, this is to cut back. To cut back. To reduce. To cut back. Phrasal verb, to cut back. I think I eat too much salt. I do. I eat too much salt. I would like to cut back on the amount of salt that I eat. I think it would be healthy for me to cut back, to reduce the amount of salt that I eat. The second word is ayudar. To aid. Ayudar. To aid. To help. To aid. A-I-D. Morder. To bite. To bite. B-I-T-E. Bite. Ganar. Adquirir. This is to gain. To gain. Ganar. Adquirir. Insistir en. To insist on. To insist on. And this is followed by the gerund. He insisted on going to the movies again. He insisted on doing it. He insisted on fixing it himself. And he ruined it. To insist on. To insist on doing something. Okay? All right. Now, it is time to move on to the last part of the class. We've got about 3 minutes. So, we're going to practice with a structure, kind of an interesting point here, a different point, because we're practicing 3 different verbs. To sing, every day I sing, yesterday I sang, lately I have sung. The verb to let, let. And the verb to wear. Wear, wore, worn. And we're going to practice these with the structure at the beginning of the week. So, did you sing in the shower at the beginning of the week? Give me an affirmative answer. Yes, I sang in the shower at the beginning of the week. Did you let your dog run free at the beginning of the week? Yes, I let my dog run free at the beginning of the week. Al principios de esta semana. At the beginning of the week. A principios de esta semana. At the beginning of the week. Did you wear a raincoat at the beginning of the week? Yes, I wore a raincoat at the beginning of the week. Here's a good question. Did you sing the Canadian national anthem? Himno nacional. We say national anthem, not hymn, but national anthem. A hymn is what we sing in church, a hymn. But a national anthem. Did you sing the Canadian national anthem at the beginning of the week? Yes. I sang the Canadian national anthem at the beginning of the week. Every Monday morning I wake up. It's true, I wake up and I stretch and I sing the Canadian national anthem before I go to work. Do you believe me? No. No, I don't. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Did you wear a tuxedo at the beginning of the week? A tuxedo, un smoking. Did you wear a tuxedo at the beginning of the week? No, I didn't wear a tuxedo at the beginning of the week. Did you let someone use your toothbrush at the beginning of the week? Oh, yes, I said affirmative answers, didn't I? Did you let someone use your toothbrush at the beginning of the week? Yes, I let someone use my toothbrush at the beginning of the week. Did you wear a hat at the beginning of the week? Yes, I wore a hat at the beginning of the week. Did you sing in a choir at the beginning of the month? Let's say at the beginning of the month. Yes, I sang in a choir at the beginning of the month. Did you wear a jacket at the beginning of the year, January? Yes, I wore a jacket at the beginning of the year. Okay? Very good. So we've practiced with these verbs, practicing the conjugations. It's always important. Practice, practice, practice. Well done. We're going to take a break now. I'll be back in a few minutes with the advanced portion of the class. See you soon. Bye-bye.